はい、どうも皆様、こんにちは。カガエル教教祖のカガエル、ダディエルです。今回も Call of Cthulhu の実況の方をやっていきましょう。前回は七子書房で、そうですね。まあ、探検のありか、空気を追い返した際に使用した探検のついて調べるために向かったんですが、もうすでに、天守の姿はなく、誰かが侵入した痕跡がありました。で、調べたところ、チャールズ・ホーキンスが、そのね、七子書房に、何かを調べに、探しに来たことが判明しました。で、調査の末、金庫を開けると、そこには、人の皮膚に包まれた書があり、読むと何か不思議な現象に襲われてしまったということで、第8章、リバーサイド病院、やっていきましょうか。狂気に陥る。
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course.
マリー・コールデン。
I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
とりあえずもう少し情報
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Show me his file.
無理。
That's not possible.
なぜ
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down. His skin losing its color. His body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
こんなところでしょうかね。
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
マリーさんのね、視点になってるのは不思議ですね。
Very well. I'll examine him.
では、医学。
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue.
壊死
Oh,
して
this
る。
smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems
脱水症
dried
状を
out.
している。
He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the
使
skin,
用するとわか
tender at the touch, slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
妊娠してるみたい。
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
なるほど。
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated
別のものに
with the
変化
human
している。
species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming
おかしな症
symptoms.
状ですよ。
If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
だいぶマッドなドクターのようですね。
Is that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
手帳を見る。 ティアスではない。医学。
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
裏の事務所に入る。
Hay fever.
花粉症？
What's he doing here?
Doctor, please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
これで一人救うことができましたね。いや、医学用語は何もわからないので、ちょっと、気になる方は各自調べていただけるととても助かります。私も後で調べます。
The whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
なるほど。
I'll just sleep a bit more.
もう少しゆっくり休んでください。おや？
Mrs. Sanders? Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
精神病棟へ移す？これ時系列は一体いつなんでしょうか？いや、今別視点の話なんでしょうか？
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
腕は確かなようですね。
What is the boiler room key
ボイラ
doing
ー室の
here?
鍵。
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room.
特に。
Not where I expected to find it.
おや？
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
地下施設にあったやつでしょうかね。
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
そうですね。
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
なるほど。 いや、この処置で正しかったのかは私にはわかりませんが。おや？あ。
This place draws you in and never lets you go. The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this
あ
morning.
ら、水
I
が。
had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
うん。
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
大変ですね。
Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
Thank God, no. The water's running. I have no desire to call Donovan for help.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
まあね。まあ、お仕事をしているとどうしてもですね、こういったね、職場内での陰湿なね、いじめのようなものもあったりしますからね。こればかりは、やはり人間同士の関わりですからね、避けようがないんですね。ここは後回しにしましょうか。アドミンステーション管理室ですか。はいはいはいはい。医学参考書。
I have little time for you, Doctor.
彼女
You'll
がどれ
find
か。
out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
なるほど。彼女が、まあ、EBD。
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
どの盤を引きつける、水を止める。なるほど。このままでは入れない。
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
聞いてますよ。
Dr. Colden?
聞いてましたよ。あなた方。今の話バッチリ聞きましたからね。あら、こんなところで寝かされて。 が、まあ。
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Where did my fiancée go?
Fiancé?
I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
あれ
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
心理学マスター。
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
With everything that happened to you these last days, it's no wonder you're feeling stressed.
Maybe.
Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
なるほど。
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
そうですね。人手が足りていない。
Dr. Colden.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
なるほど。おやおや。
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
診察しましたよ。
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
ヒポクラテスの誓いという情報をアンロックしましたね。
Thank you again, Doctor.
いいえ。ああ、彼か。キッチン。
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
同じ食事をしている。で、何作ってるんでしょうね。あれは、まあ、スープの類だというのはよくわかるんですが。いつも清掃ご苦労様です。
Watch out for the water, doctor.
わかりました。ご苦労様です。医学書。犯罪人論。
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
なるほど。
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
薬棚が、まあ、睡眠薬とか精神安定類を、ね、
Doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
薬の量は尋常ではない。まあどうにもきな臭いですが。
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a
ボイラ
pest.
ー室の鍵は確かここに
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
そうですね。
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
ボイラー室はバスルーム。
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair. Everybody says it.
聞こえてしまいますよ。
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
ボイラー室ありましたね。よいしょ。
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
そういうのは清掃員の方に聞くのが一番いい気がしますね。あれああ。ありましたね。モンキーレンチ。そして、よいしょ。
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
エリザベスさんには少し耐えていただいて。どれどれ、少し様子だけでも見に行ってみますか？
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time. Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
What now?
It's off.
It's off. 水が止まったんです。
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course.
心理研究。
This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
パズル。何かヒントが。
I should go another way.
なるほど。
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
ああ、そういう。
I've unlocked something. Patient
まず患者のカルテ。サラ・ホーキンスのインタビュー。
files. I was right.
ではそのまま蓄音機さんには仕事をしてもらいましょう。
Conclusions? Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why is Ethan on medication?
ネギさんはなんで薬を飲んでいるのか。
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
ホーキンスの能力。医学。
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
準備はできている。
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
そうですね。
It's fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
引き出しが開いている。
Of course.
あら。
Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
地下に戻る必要がありそうです。はい。といったところで、ここですね。はい。といったところですね。着実にサラ・ホーキンスには何か特殊な力があったのかもしれないというところが分かってきたのと、フィッツロイ船長を含め、ホーキンス、フラー、この3名、3つの、家系の方には何かしらつながりがあるというのが、分かってきました。この、点と点が線になってつながっていく感覚というのはですね、とても素晴らしい。ただ、その先に待っているのが、私たちのね、心に安寧をもたらす真実は限らないというのが恐ろしいところですね。それでは今回の実況はここまで。また次回お会いしましょう。さようなら。